Question. If your house were already on fire, would you wait for it to collapse before calling the fire department? Because apparently that's our plan for the Constitution. We're told the system isn't broken, it's just misunderstood. We're told that the Constitution is timeless, that the checks and balances are working, that institutional failure is just partisanship being partisan. Translation, relax. The adults are in charge. Sure they are. And Congress is really just a productivity app. The official story says don't panic. The founders built this thing to last forever. Forever apparently meaning powdered wigs, quill pens, and a government that collapses if Wi-Fi exists. We're treating a 1787 emergency manual like it's eternal law, not beta software. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The collapse isn't coming. It's already in progress. Congress can't legislate. The executive governs by Sharpie. The courts are doing monarchy cosplay in black robes. Checks and balances? Those are now suggestions, like speed limits here in Texas. We don't have a separation of powers anymore. We have institutional drift, judicial aristocracy, and career politicians nesting like raccoons in grandma's attic. And every time someone points this out, the response is, but the founders! Yes, the founders, who expected amendments every generation, who literally warned us not to worship them. If the founders saw this system today, they wouldn't defend it, they'd rewrite it. But they aren't here, and we are. So let's talk about lifetime judicial appointments. That's not stability, that's just feudalism with footnotes. No term limits in Congress? That's not experience. That's institutional rot with seniority perks. Ethical rules that depend on people policing themselves? That's like trusting Vegas casinos to self-regulate sobriety. And we pretend that this is normal. We pretend that this is wisdom. We pretend that the system failing in slow motion is somehow patriotic. If this were a startup, the board would have fired everyone and rewritten the bylaws. This isn't about left versus right. It's about up versus down. Liberty doesn't survive institutional decay. Freedom doesn't thrive in systems with zero accountability. A modern constitutional convention isn't radical. It's maintenance. Term limits aren't punishment. They're oxygen. Judicial reform isn't court packing, it's court reality. Ethics in government isn't utopian, it's the bare minimum. This isn't burning it down, it's restoration, not resurrection. A 21st century constitution could restrain power, not entrench it. So back to that house on fire. We're standing outside arguing about the architect while the roof caves in. We keep saying, now's not the time. Funny, that's what people say right before systems collapse. Waiting for total failure isn't caution. It's cowardice. This isn't about hating the founders. It's about honoring their legacy by finishing the job. They didn't build a shrine. They built a framework, and they trusted us to update it. So here's the real question. Do we really want liberty that actually works, or just a museum piece that we argue over while it fails? Because the collapse isn't coming. It's already in progress. So what are we waiting for? Drop your take. Share this. Argue loudly. That's literally how this is supposed to work.